website is popping. Delete this or else. Hey, Mom.
Listen, Sandra, you need to start thinking about your future. And taking pictures ain't gonna get you nowhere.
But for real, when I'm gonna get like a wedding or something, like a baby shower, like give me something. Girl, I'm not focused on no dudes right now. They ain't nothing but distractions.
My name Andrew, by the way. Yours?
I'm dating someone and he is fine, girl. You better make sure he ain't no psycho killer. He's not.
Got these for you.
Stop!
Andrew?
You know you're kind of cute with your eyes open.
I loved you, son. Please! Sandra! I never wanted to hurt you.
Wow. Wow. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Creative Emotions. What you just watched was captured. I had to give a plug for my engineer. She always there. She always do her thing. Look, you watch whatever movies you watch, okay? I'm not endorsing it, but I am supporting my people. I just went to a movie premiere this week, and it was amazing. The support, the love, the energy, the time that they took to do this, the vision that they had, and they brought it to life. And so if this is nothing else but encouragement to you to do whatever it is that you set your heart to do, honey, because people are waiting for you to bring that fire, okay? Welcome to the show where you're going to get this motivation, this information, encouragement, empowerment. You're going to get some transparency, and you're going to get these good vibes. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining the show. This is a live show. 313-266-2811 is the number. You guys can call in. I want to introduce my guest before I continue. Not the guest, you know, we got the dynamic Mr. Chef Wilson in the building.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good evening.
And so we do have a guest, Ms. Fifi. The plug is in the building. Bringing the heat. Bringing the heat. This is.
Hey, y'all.
There she go. This is the battle of the sexes. There she go.
Oh.
Hey, girl. Hey,
Scoot over some.
get
Okay,
over
right
here.
here. Okay.
Let me get it in.
Let me help it out.
She got to get it together.
All right.
So we do have, another person coming. So
Part
Yes.
of 5 heartbeats. He'll be
So I
coming.
want to remind you guys for Friday, this Friday, Good Friday on the 7th, there is Poetry and Conversations.
Mm-hmm.
You can meet me there. 8 p.m. The door is open. Oh, do we got a guest?
You look like it.
You want to get them? It's okay. It happens. But Poetry and Conversations is at 21573 Grand River. It is a $10 cover, and the feature is Lena Rain. Welcome to the show. Welcome.
You're supposed to run in like the 5 heartbeats,
Welcome,
grab the mic.
Mr. 029. What's up? But I want you guys, if this is your first time, make sure you like and subscribe. And again, we have Chef Wilson, we have Miss Fifi the plug, and we have Mr. 029. You can put your headphones on if you want, but today we are talking about dating.
Oh.
That part. Look, everybody like
We're discussing the dating game. 'Cause
We're
things have
discussing
Yes, the dating game.
the dating game.
It's
Is it
heavy.
a game?
That's
Yes.
heavy.
Ooh.
Because sometimes somebody may end up getting sit down on the bench.
Ooh.
or get cut.
Hey,
That
know,
can happen.
That happens.
It is a game, you
It
know,
is a
so
game. It's changed.
that happens in the game.
That's
see, a game, well, I guess so, because
Yes,
everybody's
yes.
ideal is to win at the end, right? But would this be the same thing? Like, is it because we want to win?
marriage
Or-
would be the Super Bowl. and everybody not gonna make it.
Perhaps.
Some people looking like the Lions.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
I mean, because even when you hunting, they call it game, and the game is what you win. The game is your prize, is what you kill. So I would imagine that that's where the concept of game comes from.
That's
like,
true.
you know, what is the end game
What is
to
the
it?
end
Yeah, what
game?
am I getting out of this?
Like, what is this about?
And with that being said, I think that we don't have enough intentions when we get in this game.
Okay. That part.
That's just how I feel.
Being intentional.
Yeah.
It being intentional.
Or what are your intentions?
Absolutely.
Be truthful about your
Be
intentions.
honest.
Yes.
The best thing you can do is be honest.
Yeah.
When I say battle of the sexes, this is like, it's not for us to fight, but it's for us to understand each other even better, right?
Right.
Understanding we got different minds, we got different ages, we have, different perspectives, we got different experience. Oh my goodness, because
man.
I feel like that's what ultimately drives us.
Right.
You're acting away based off your experience, not
Absolutely.
because anything that I've done. And so when we take that out and it's not being personal anymore, I think then we ask the questions, can I even move forward with talking to this person? If you see things that you don't like, red flags, like you was talking about. That-
Absolutely. You know,
we gotta put him in the joke.
that's gonna be after the show
Right.
conversation.
So you said you wanted to talk
Yeah,
about.
now so I had a question for everyone,
Go.
right? This has been very a big thing for the last few years. How do you feel about dating and social media? Okay. Most people, if they've been out of relationships for a while, the first thing they want to do is put their boo on social media, call them king, queen, whatever the case may be, right?
Dang.
So, whatever, to me, I'm against it because it's my private life. I did that before. So, in the beginning of that situation, it was public and it ended public.
Absolutely.
And I just feel like most people, when you start your relationships and you want to see people, I don't know, be happy for you, maybe. What happens is you overshare, right? So when the relationship starts out on social media, it's going to end on social media. So the thing is, who gets there first to make the other person look bad?
Wow.
I would like to say just to piggyback off of that, like when you do all of those displays of your relationship and things like that, just like your personal side, are you really doing it to make people see that you happy, or are you really happy? Like who
That part.
who are you really doing it for? You know what I'm saying? Is
It
this
could be
something
that ex, you trying to
Right.
make them jealous, and you like, look
Right.
what I got.
Is this
It's
like
different people's
self-validation?
intentions.
Because in all honesty, I could care less if people know about what I'm doing. The only reason why I do post certain stuff is simply because of shade. And I will tell you that, yes, I intentionally be malicious and I do that. I mean, you know
wow.
what I'm saying? Now, as far as just like putting my person out there on the regular, I never do that. You know, as far as anybody knows, I don't never have nobody, but I'm never by myself.
So what you're
Oh, no.
saying, that's
Honestly.
for the overlay for the underlay?
Yeah, it's not your business.
It's not. And,
Yeah. So the stuff that I do show you, trust and believe, it was so strategic.
Ooh,
So
wee.
when
So she
you
And
got
I
show
think
that
most people do
shade.
that, but I'm honest enough with myself to admit that. I think
right.
that
Ain't nothing wrong with
everybody,
it.
you know, that most of the time, that's why people do it. They do it because they trying to show somebody else. I don't have to show, you know,
Prove
to show
nothing,
social
be
right,
validated.
to put it out there on social
Yeah.
media. It's not making me see it. That's for y'all to see it.
Right.
I already know what it is.
I'm in it.
Exactly.
And so when that happens, that person that you throwing that shade to, they make a comment, and now that's when the bad blood started, right?
I mean, yes and no. You can make a comment or not, but I know you saw it.
Ooh,
And that's the
wee.
point.
And when you,
Yeah.
that's the whole
That's
point
why
when
they
you throw
call it the
shade.
game.
Exactly.
The games be too much though.
You know
man,
what I'm saying?
telling you.
So it's
But
like, you know.
when you go back down to everybody, how do you feel about what dating is? So if you think about the broad aspect of it, in Wikipedia it say dating is a term coined in America to signify the stage of romantic relationships in which two individuals engage in an activity together, most often with the intention of evaluating each other's suitability as a partner in a future intimate relationship. Everybody's not going into dating like this.
No, they're not.
Everybody's not. Everybody don't think about this.
Because
and so,
are they really dating though, or are they hooking up? Are they, you know what I'm saying, hanging out? Are they, you know, like
Yeah,
really?
that's a
what is
totally
the
different
definition?
thing.
Like, you know, really, what are your intentions? So I think that that's something that you, as a person who's going after that, like going out there to date, you have to communicate that. Are we dating, or are we, you know, did we just go to
do
the
you
store?
do that
You know what I'm saying?
initially though? Because I'm gonna tell you what, sis. The whole "what are we" conversations, it just make everything go phew, crash and burn. I feel like the most important thing to do is cultivate a healthy dating life. Just it gets serious so quick, and then people take the fun out of it. I feel like dating should be fun.
It should be
What's
fun,
happening with
true.
just having fun?
Well, that's
When you get to saying what are we and what we doing, how we doing it,
That's because you didn't talk about it before.
it just messed stuff
If
up.
you have to have this conversation, like usually when you get to the what are we, either y'all done had sex or y'all about to in 45 minutes. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, either you done gave them too much cat or you about to give it all up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
when we get serious, because men with their time, men with their money, women with their time and their body.
Yeah.
So yeah, women are very. If you any breakup, a woman will always say, "I can't believe he wasted my time," and a man would always say, "Man, money I spent on
Hell
her."
yeah.
So men are about their investment,
Yeah.
right? They want something off their
We want to
investment,
scrape our
right?
cat back off of it.
So, so
Lord have
I do agree with you that it has to be discussed up front, right? And if they start avoiding the questions, now you know that maybe they got ill intentions for you, right? Maybe that's someone who's they looking for a stimulus package,
Yeah.
right? And you have to ask these questions. And I'm saying, just for men also, ask these women these questions, guys. You know, be more.
I agree.
Be more about your peace than the peace,
Yeah.
right? So if you know in the end game, most men, and I'm going to speak for myself. Clarence, you can jump into this.
Please do.
Because when
He like
things
double
start-
dutch.
Because I'm like, is this the person I follow on Instagram? Because you
I know
are
your
shame.
No, I'm not on Instagram.
Okay, ain't you there? Because I'm not saying.
No, I'm only going to speak from a male's perspective.
Okay.
When things start going sideways, you're somewhere sitting in somebody's driveway, if not yours, praying for some peace. You're praying before you go in this house that there's some peace there,
Wow.
right? So you have to ask these questions up front, and don't just be about the excitement of the quick
potential.
gratification, right? So when Q, I think you just asked, how do we look at dating? And I think it is an experience. You should laugh. And I think somewhere along the way, it may sound a little cliche, but you should be friends along the way. Because there's going to be so many moments that I'm going to have to laugh at you. You're going to have to laugh at me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And
I'm going to have to say, I can't believe you just did that. You crazy, right? We laugh. Hey, don't do it again, though. But so anyway, so somewhere along the way, the questions, the boundaries have to be set. You have to know why the person is here.
Wow. Somebody said, why do you want them to see shade?
Why do you want him to see shade? What you mean?
Oh,
For you. Why do you want them to see shade?
you're talking
You
about
said
when
you do
post.
it.
No, that's what I'm saying, that I don't post. But when I do, if I was to, yes, that's the reason. And most of the people that I communicate with that put certain things up, if you continue to talk to them about what it was, and you know what I'm saying, or like talk to them about a picture in particular,
Okay.
or a post or something in particular, keep that conversation going long enough, and you gonna find out why the hell it was posted. I'm just being real.
So where is that coming from? Like, where do
that
that
comes from
stem
a
from?
level of not having enough belief in yourself, and not feeling it for yourself, you know. And again, I'm not saying that like I sit up and post. You could look at my page. You will never know too much
you
about.
not throwing the shade?
No,
Other people throwing the shade?
I'm saying that when I do, I'm being malicious.
Oh, up front.
I'm being honest. Like,
Okay.
for the most part, most people do. You know what I'm saying? Because you be knowing the backstory behind the shit that they did. So you be like, Okay, you know, so you
Not
call
the
them like,
look to
girl,
the
you
side.
crazy.
Not the little look to the side.
I mean,
Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's
Am I
all
lying, though?
That's all we can be. And for somebody to say, yeah, I'm doing, because I hate when people act like they don't know what's going on. Like, oh, they just sitting there.
I
and
say
posting
do it
like,
with your chest.
You know, if
If
you
you
gonna
do
something-
it, put it in your damn
But how
chest.
about not even? Like, that's just too much energy. Like, that's how I feel. It's just
Exactly
way
my
too much
point.
energy.
But again, if you are gonna do it with your chest. Don't hide your hand.
So-
What we doing? Why are we so subliminal? I just think that that's what this world is. For what?
just throw you a little sign.
This
Everything
my
just sign.
So
world.
Mine, and you
what I
live
would
in
like to
Right.
know, Clarence,
Uh-huh.
what's your perspective on dating?
Dating.
What does that look like for you in the beginning stages?
Well, now that I'm at this age, dating is to have fun, to get to know that person, and to see exactly, like you said, where are we going with this?
Do men?
Where are we going with
Okay,
this?
you guys are here.
And when I say that, I mean, are we going to live this ever after? Or, like you say, are we just having fun? And if we just having fun, okay, then what is the date?
Okay.
You going out to shoot pool, or you going to dinner,
Yeah.
those type of things. And if you look around the restaurant now, this is all you see.
All you see is everybody on their phone.
So
It's
what is so
irritating.
fun about that? We could have stayed at home and did that.
But then, yeah. That's
So let's really do a date. Put that away, and let's have some fun.
You better not have no phone in front of me. Especially if I
That's
drove.
kinda rude.
Because I'm
yeah,
gone.
that's disrespectful.
I'm in
as
my
they
car.
say.
But
That's
do
kinda
men
rude.
even ask to be exclusive anymore? Like, this stuff used to happen.
Do
back in
women
the day.
ask to be exclusive?
Are we, like, if we're looked at
Women
like
just
aggressive when we do
piss
that?
on the tree and they own it.
Well, I think everybody try to take that ownership.
Facts.
I'm serious though.
Everybody try to take on that ownership.
Yeah,
in
but
some
women
way.
act on it though. I get it. Yes, men are territorial as
Yeah.
well. I'm not saying it like
Yeah.
it's exclusive. I'm just saying that with women, and I mean, I'm just honest.
Yeah,
You know
ain't
what I'm
nothing wrong
saying?
with
Like, and I feel like women, we don't communicate that, and we assume like a mug, and it make
Oh,
us look so
assumptions is real.
stupid.
It
Like,
does.
you're not supposed to do that. You know?
But do y'all intentionally say, "Hey, I want to take this to the next level"? I don't see people doing that nowadays. So
I haven't, me personally, I haven't gotten to that stage, even though, you know, in my life I had people that I talk to, my friends, you guys, right? And I haven't gotten to the point, like, I have my eye on somebody, right? So just to get to the point, I am the guy. I may write it on the napkin, you know, will you be my girlfriend? Check, you know. But I've always been the sort of guy. Anybody who knows me that it didn't work out. But you know, I asked you at that point, you know, would you like to be my lady? And then
Okay.
Did he point? Did he hit it on him?
he pointed the finger. Okay, well.
But I always have. And you will know. I'll let you know my intentions. I'm digging you, right? And then past the dig, it's going to come the question. Be like, look. And
After you've had some time of getting to know them,
I have to get to know you, right?
and being exclusive, if you will. But do you guys ask a
I
woman,
ask.
can we be exclusive? Do you ask? Like, do you saying you want to see where it's going,
Right.
But do you set the tone on where you want it to go?
And you have to. You
No,
have
I'm
to
asking
ask.
you.
Whoa.
Yes, I have to ask.
That part.
Yes, I have to ask.
And so, do you have you ever been like, okay, I really like you, and I want to take this to the next level?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And it's a question for all men, because men, I don't know what's happening, but women are very aggressive. We are very aggressive.
Very
Yeah.
aggressive.
I mean, even the young girls in middle school, high school, like, I see them dragging them, like, instead of the man beating the woman over the head, dragging
Yeah,
her
we
to the
always
house,
did that.
the woman doing it.
Yeah, see, now, it used to be that.
They doing it younger and younger, so I'm confused.
Like,
Yeah,
it
we
used to
always
be
did that.
We took them to the barbecue and they showed up, be like, hey, this is my lady.
Yeah.
Now it's the other way around.
Yeah.
You know,
You
now
get
you
dragged.
come back, this my
You know
lady.
why?
I think ladies
You
are
know
more
why?
territorial
Because men
nowadays.
let women buy them too much.
Say that one more time.
Because men let women buy them too much.
Buy them too much?
Yeah, so they
Men
stun
let
'em.
Women buy them too much?
So they son them.
So are they buying their
I'm
man?
not saying anybody buying me,
Not
but I
the
do believe
son,
that
though.
they are.
I'm not talking. I mean, it's probably not you, but I'm saying for the most part, these men is walking around here like grown ass sons.
Wow.
Oh, well, see, I believe in a potluck relationship, right? We both bringing something to the table.
I feel
and
you.
people know me, right?
Is that
but
after
I'm
trial
not
and error?
I'm not requesting you buy me things. I don't even want to receive gifts.
Right.
See, that's a whole nother issue.
Gifts is another undertone for commitment, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
right.
I
cannot
just told you they
accept
buy
some
'em.
things.
You-
You can be like, no, baby, that's too much. Like, I can't take that.
Absolutely.
Have you done that?
Absolutely.
Have you ever?
I haven't been in a position to do that as of
Okay.
yet. I've been like a husband my whole adult life. This whole being
You said
single
no
is
to
new
some
for
stuff?
me.
I've said
You
that
already know.
I don't really. I'm not the type of person that
Rock
wants you
star.
to do all this for me, and I'm not doing anything back for you. But and when I said that, she said, "This is just what I want to do for
Okay.
you."
Okay. So,
It's a
but did you
difference.
receive it?
I'm gonna receive it.
Okay.
I'm gonna receive it.
Listen,
So,
so
let me ask you. Hold on. I ask you the same question.
okay.
Are you receiving gifts? How do you too, Fee? How do you
So-
two ladies handle that?
So I can say, like I said, I feel like everything is an experience, right? And I was in a relationship where somebody thought it was okay to do 50-50, right? So when I got out of that situation, I figured all men wanted this type of energy because that's kind of how our climate was going with the songs, independent this and that.
I understand.
And dudes like, yeah, and this is what they want. So then I started leading with, you do something for me, I do something for you. You do something for me, I do something for you. But it was like, no, don't, I'm trying to pay or whatever, because that's what I left. So that's why I was saying everybody's experience is different.
Okay.
I feel like a man should never ask a woman, are you paying?
Right.
I just feel like that's
should.
that's a
I
turn
agree with you.
off.
It is.
What you mean,
definitely
if you
agree.
want
wanna
on
do
a
it.
date?
Yes.
Okay.
It don't any type of date, like any type of anything. If a woman wants to do it, she's
She'll
gonna do it.
Yeah, she'll do it.
Hands down. She
Yeah.
gonna have it
Exactly.
already in her mind. No matter how much it is, I'm gonna do it. I got this one.
Yeah.
But when y'all be like, "This on you, baby," that's just
No,
like,
that's sunning. I just told you it's a whole bunch of grown ass sons
that's-
out
I don't
here.
like it.
You say, so what's sunning? So
Like SON.
no,
Like,
you
like
gotta
that's
explain.
her child.
Oh,
Yeah.
what,
What
you
she's
talking
saying.
about buying the gifts?
Yeah.
I mean, just like what she said about how he like, you gonna pay or you got the gas or you know what I'm saying? Just
okay.
like just the
Yeah, most
request,
definitely.
just
No.
the
Just let me
request
do
of
what I'ma
men
do.
because
Ain't
real,
nothing
like
Them
you
not
said.
men though.
But exactly, and to her point, real men don't
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah, them
ask
not
for
men.
those
And they won't
things
even
of
accept
women.
it sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you know,
true.
yeah, it's got to be close to his birthday or something for you to just be, buying all this or doing that or something.
Okay.
For him to feel like that.
But
Because-
I think a lot of women, save your thought. I think again because of the climate, a lot of women feel like this is what they got to lead with because a man like what you bringing to the table. All of these podcasts you see going around, everybody's having these table discussions. Men are saying, "What can you do for me other than sex?" So now women feel like they got to bring
Yeah.
all of the things they can do, and when
Yeah.
they bring all the things they can do, it's like, "Oh, I don't need all of that. I just want you to be a woman." So like, what do you want?
the crazy thing is that she bringing everything but peace though.
Right.
That's
If
the
you
problem.
bring that, he probably gonna stop asking for stuff.
Well,
He
you
knows
guys, ladies, we talked about this on previous shows. So I have to bring up something, and then so
He
we
don't know
get
that's
back
what
in
he
line.
needs.
Let me say this. I'm gonna bring this up from previous shows. Part of what you're saying is where ladies are leading with that masculine energy. I told you, if one more lady told me that credit score, I was gonna scream, right? Unless you're gonna finance me a boat, what's happening? Why are you even telling me your credit
Exactly.
score? So for the wrong type of man, when a woman is leading with that, it makes me wonder, where are your other qualities at? Feminine energy. If you
Leading
got to
with
lead
what?
with
I told
credit,
you,
when you
everything
got to
with
lead,
peace.
Oh.
yeah, if you got to lead with your the type of money you're making, your credit score, your house in your name, why are you leading with this, right? Because that's not even important to us. It's like, are you about to come in my life and remove the peace? That's what I'm really waiting to hear.
Why are you waiting to hear
And
that?
then I'm really waiting to hear, are you bringing the peace, right? And
Oh,
do
all
you
of the
have-
things
'cause-
she's saying, you waiting to hear her say.
Right.
I like nice, cool, calm walks in the park, and
Absolutely.
I'm chill,
Yeah.
and I don't want no problems.
Yeah.
And
It
I come
excites
in
me to
peace.
put grease on you. Just shit like that,
I come in peace. I come in peace.
So just to, and then I guess we can just start going through this. I've always, before shows like this, I interview guys. And I interview guys between the age of like 30 to 60, right? But they all had one thing in common, and they just felt like when they start dating someone, dating a lady, that if the romance came very quickly, and then you got to be careful with this, guys, but they all said they made them feel like they were responsible for poor decision making before you even met them financially, right? So that's, yeah.
Say that again.
They all had one thing in common.
The men,
Right.
Okay.
Somewhere after the dating process, as soon as the romance happened, that's where they start tried to make them feel like they were responsible for the decisions that were made before he met her financially. And that's by asking for help.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay, so
And
like he's supposed to come in because they have been intimate. He's supposed to come in and pay the bills and
That's
take care of
when
her house and his house.
That's when the requests start, right? So,
Okay.
and I was joking earlier, and the guys were just like, "Man, I'm tired of looking like a whole stimulus package, right? To come in and rescue you."
What's
right?
wrong with that?
So, yeah, and that's the other thing.
I mean, I'm
they
not-
said, and I had it right down here. So they said most ladies were saying,
what you brought it
hold
for?
on. Most ladies were saying that's what a man's supposed to do, right? For your wife, but we're just dating. The only thing that we're here to do is share some time together, moments, companionship, right?
I got a question.
So what happens here, and I'm about to, and then I'll pass it off to you. When I talked to the women and I asked them what they were looking for, qualities in a man when they first started dating, they said, well, we're looking for a man that's committed and financially stable. How is that going to happen when guys don't date all these women? Because what'll happen is you'll find yourself fulfilling romantic fantasies. Restaurants they never been to, trips they never been on.
Wow.
bags they can never-
POF, baby.
yeah, look, bags they can never afford themselves. So what happens is that's why so many women are saying, wow, we're meeting these guys and they don't have a foundation. And the reason why, if they've been dating multiple women or been dating over the years,
They've been irresponsible.
they've been
That's what it sounds like to me.
look, that's what I'm saying now. See, because we can flip it to the irresponsible, right?
Go ahead.
But we're not going to go there.
Okay.
So we're talking about dating, right? We're really talking about dating
Yeah,
here.
and
So
that-
I'm going to tell you guys, don't put yourself in that position. That is not your responsibility. So now when the right woman come around, I'm talking about the 1%ers, you have your stuff together. You have your stuff
Do
together.
men save themselves for marriage?
No, we don't. Do women?
Do women save themselves for marriage?
Please. You said what?
They get that look where they say, I just want to
Man,
wait until I get married.
That is the
We get that
1%.
look.
That is the 1%.
Is it one now?
Look, they be like, you got kids. How you going to stop? Nah,
I think it's
like,
0.03.
Point. Thank you.
Like
And-
THC and CBD products.
Yes.
Like-
Listen, I don't think nobody's saving that for marriage. So, just to say, for you ladies, what are you coming across when you first starting out dating? Because I just explained, and if you have some, Clarence,
I want to
please
ask
jump in.
Chime in when you're ready, buddy.
I want to ask this. I think that first I want to make the statement that from what I see, it appears that dating back then, back in the day, it was a little men had more chivalry. I'll say that, and they also understood, they understood dating her. Like y'all call it courting, but and I get it. I just learned what the next level of dating is. But
courting.
but no, like they understood honestly the importance of wooing a woman. Now, with that being said, there were better qualities that were displayed by women in mass numbers. I'll say that. Does that make sense? So I feel like that y'all held back, and we have been holding back too. The 2%ers, they've been holding back. You know what I'm saying? But for real, but I think that the men have become more resentful when it comes to just doing things with the lady. I mean, it's trial and error, just like it's trial and error with us. And I feel like that y'all become defensive or resentful and stuff or whatever, just pissed off because maybe you did go out on this date and it was some BS or whatever, and you spent $100 or something like that. Well, hell, I had to get my hair done and it was $95.
That goes back to, do you go on expensive dates when you're dating people all the time, or are you being reasonable?
No,
are you trying to live a life that you're not really
That's
in
very true.
by going to these expensive restaurants? I feel like if you're real with the woman, like, look, that's not what I do, but on special occasions, this is how I do it. Don't start doing something that you're not equipped, you don't have the finances to do, and then get mad when a woman will continue to allow you to do these things. If we don't know the whole situation, if we don't know the whole situation, then, but don't play nobody though.
Right,
don't
it ain't
play
my fault I
cheap.
met you 3 days after you got your refund check.
What about the dating that you? I think I'm dating you, Q, right? Mm-hmm. But what's her name?
Fifi.
Fifi is telling you, well, take him over there, and then she's at the place. So now you dating both of them.
You talking about tag-alongs?
Wait a minute.
Tag-alongs.
Who be doing that?
That's women.
You take
and,
you
and,
right. So listen, and my question exactly.
Right.
That's my question. Who the hell told them they could sit down at this table? What we doing?
No, I can. No, see, a date is a date, and I think I know what you're talking about. Being at the marina, it was not too uncommon that you would say, "Hey, you like to come on down to the boat, right?" And then all of a sudden, well, you mind if my friend come? Not a friend coming for the whole experience.
Okay.
Right? So you being a gentleman, that's what usually happens. Now, I'm not saying, and I'm sure I've seen it happen in other situations.
Let's go
too.
to the 1%. Let's give them 2%.
2%.
2%.
What the 2%ers be doing?
So let's talk about Lori Harvey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about this situation, people are dragging this young lady through the mud, talking about these different men that she dated or whatever. That is the point. The point of dating is to get to know somebody, see if y'all vibe, see if y'all can get along. The issue is we're looking at the stardom, and we're not looking at, we're humans first. We're humans before we choose our occupation or whatever it is that we do. You can turn around being an influencer, have so much money, but you're just a horrible person at the end of the day. So somebody dating you, they're like, girl, you tripping. He got all this money. Don't nobody care about that at the end of the day. And I feel like it's so unfair to the younger women now that everybody is dragging this young lady because she had dated a man for 3 months and now she got another one. It's not her fault that she's in the limelight, because we do it too.
So let me ask you this. Yeah, so what happens?
Huh? Don't leave me by myself.
Now,
I'm saying if I done had sometimes where I dated people, I done posted them on Facebook, and I go back to these memories like, what the heck was I thinking?
exactly. And did you not feel loose? Let's be honest.
Loose? No, I feel like I'm living my life.
I feel you,
And I should be able to do that.
But again, if the tables was turned and the man came and was that transparent with you about his movements, would you be comfortable with it? I'm not saying if it's right or wrong. All I'm saying is if you can live with it, that's fine. But for the most part, I mean, like, just you think she not having sex with them?
I mean, that's not we don't know.
No, but it is for her next partner. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is when you put it out there like that, no, I'm not saying that everybody you date, but if you put it like, well, she's screwing them, baby. I'm not about to be with nobody for 3 months and we ain't did nothing. I'm gonna be honest with that with me and my cat. Okay. I'm not about to do that. That's
I like your
we
facts.
playing too much.
So the question is,
I feel you though, but I'm just saying.
I got you. We can assume, but we don't know. I'm just saying.
so I had a
In real
question
life.
for Clarence, but I wanted, so what you're saying basically is, with her, she's exercising her right to be single.
Yes.
Okay, so.
And date.
Right. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier, how everyone felt about social media and dating, right? And I think that's why hers is so highlighted, because of that reason.
Yeah, of course.
But I would agree. Now, if you're dating, like some people just entertaining conversations, and some people entertain the whole thing, right? But once again, if we go back, that's something that needs to be discussed. And you have to tell that lady or tell that man up front that you are dating other people.
Yeah.
That has to be discussed.
If you stay too long, you talked about. If you say in 3 months, you know what, it's not working, thanks so much for the experience, you talked about. The bottom line is live your life.
I agree with that, but what I'm saying is you have to be able to accept what you given. And if you can't take that, if that's a problem with you, and that's on your if that's on your bucket list for I'm not messing with this person, it's on my standard list for you can't do this, and I'm over here just hard doing it. That's foolish.
As far as posting people that you date.
As far as just all of the above, whatever it is that you feel like is the fault in what they doing, if you over here doing it, that's wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hands
And for the most part, I will say this: we as women can be unequally judgmental.
Absolutely.
I love us and I love me, and and I do it. I ain't gonna sit here and be a liar. I'm just saying that.
You talk about things that people do, like we're not doing it or we haven't done it.
Yeah, we act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, do you really want to know his count? Because I'm not trying to tell him mine.
Please. And that goes to the next
That ain't none of your business. Just know I'm well experienced.
Why are we talking about exes?
That's my business.
When you're dating.
I said before,
Because
I'm trying to get to know the person.
Those are conversations.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with having that conversation. I just feel like you shouldn't have did it if you can't do it with your chest.
As far as
that's what my daddy said when I was young. Anything, like somebody saw you do everything. So if you can't tell on yourself in conversation, if we talking about stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with if you ask me a question, that's because you want to know. If I ask you a question, that's because I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I feel like it don't matter. You don't know what a person. I don't know what your equations is and why you add it up to make it be what it is, and I don't know what the next person is either, and you don't know what mine are. But at the end of the day, if we getting this, if we starting to be together like that, you should be able to answer what I'm asking you, vice versa. If not, then we gonna have a problem because somewhere we not telling the truth. Period.
So when I talk about past, right? You have overcome your last relationship.
Okay.
Right? You learned what you needed to learn. That's what makes you the person you are today. When I'm talking to this person, it's no reason why we are going into the dating scene talking about or complaining about what we dealt with back here that we've already dealt with, we've already learned, and we've already become the person that we are today. That's what I mean.
Okay.
I'm not having a whole conversation about the stuff that happened and when and that's we
don't gotta do all that.
Complete waste of time. But I also understand what you're saying as well. So when I say why are we bringing X situations, I think it gives people ammunition at the end of the day. When you want to bring up, you know what I'm saying?
I think that if you're not fully transparent about it, you have ammunition. If you have not gotten over it, it becomes ammunition. You know what I'm saying?
It can be a trigger.
Like, I don't have a problem with talking about it. Like, you know, people say stuff all the time, okay? And if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, I'm going to correct you.
So we're talking about boundaries here because as we go around the table here, that's why I said the dating game, right? Everyone has a different rule to it, right? So if we get back to it, and I still got a question for you, Clarence. Just so the confusion is out of it, we said this in the beginning, you have to be upfront and intentional and ask the questions and talk about this thing up front once you've been seeing one another for a while, right? So we don't go down this rabbit hole.
Right.
Because just going around this table, Q, you got your perspective on somebody just exercising their right to be single. You had yours about people being transparent. And I wanted to, and I had mine about, I believe in the dating pool here is flooded with a bunch of opportunists. And their mindset is real different. You're just a casualty. You're just a casualty to war on their behalf to get where they need to be.
And that's how you feel?
Yeah, so everybody's, this is what's out here also.
That's how you feel?
So, no, I'm asking you, Clarence, your perspective on dating. I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. You don't really, it's your personal.
Right.
But what's your how do you view dating now? Just by talking with your friends, close female or male friends, what type of input are you getting of what's happening with this dating?
But right now, with what I do, all the hats that I wear, like committee man, work, grandpa, that type of stuff.
You got no time.
Dating, and that's what it would have to be, a date. I do have a person that I just started seeing, and we starting to really get into some,
The thick of it.
Nice. And
Put
the
pull your
question
boots up.
was straight asked, can I be your woman?
Oh wow.
Yes.
That's
That's
just
how I
like
felt
women getting
about
down
it.
on one knee now.
But,
Okay.
you know, like you said, at the beginning, yes, we was just dating, going out.
How y'all feel about that when a woman asks to be a woman?
Feel like she's straight. She came with the facts, and you got to respect that.
You gotta
Okay.
respect, because that's what we talked about in the beginning, right?
But
Intentions?
You
definitely
feel
be
intentions, right?
honest. You
Okay.
know, if that's the way you really feel. Don't just say it because
Yeah, she
of
like,
the
I don't
moment.
got time to keep on playing around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give it to you all the
Period.
time and all of this. Like, I don't want to feel
I-
guilty about that.
I agree, because I have a friend and she was basically saying that I believe that people should be friends first. And I totally agree. I was telling some of my friends, I think you should marry your best friend. And they was like, what? I said, you already know everything about them, right? It's just that one area you haven't dabbled in, right? And part of that is mental anyway, right? So any type of relationship, it's going to be a friendship first. It's going to be a friendship. I'm not saying you just put
And not to
everybody-
cut you off, Fred, but that's what made it so easy. Because
Okay.
we were friends
See?
for a long time.
There you go,
Okay.
right there.
For a long
So
time.
that
And that's
does
what I'm
matter.
talking- And that matters, right?
Yeah.
So be
people,
friends.
You can let your guard down.
Most
though.
people say, oh, I want to mess up the friendship. No, you're going to mess up the relationship by not having a friendship first. That's what's going to happen.
Now, that's true.
Friends
I
are
like that.
That's a fact.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's a
facts.
fact.
You
Right
give
there.
some on that. You
Yeah.
give some
I
on
like that, Fred.
Yeah, that's a
I want to
fact.
give a shout out to everyone who is watching. Thank you guys. I see all of your comments. Thank you so much. I'm glad you are here. Just to say a few of them. Dating is fun. It's the honeymoon stage with a good friend. You shouldn't ask for things from someone if you can't afford it yourself. Wow. So
Yeah,
what
I like
happens
that
when a
one.
woman wants to date and she has her own? That's a question for you guys. That's good, 1%. Oh, it's low. Hey, girl. I love to stay home and watch movies on the couch and cook. So people are just agreeing. They saying, thou shalt not judge. People are judgmental. Okay? Exactly, Miss Fifi. They agreeing with you. All right? Thank you, guys. That's right, Chef. That's what, okay. If the vibe is there, you will know. All right.
So I wanted to answer that question. And Clarence, no, you answer it first.
What's that?
What do you feel like when a woman has her own?
She
How-
say, so what happens when a woman wants to date and she has her own? That was from Cynthia Bridges.
Well, with me, that's
Hey, what's up, Miss
easy.
Bridges?
Honestly, that's easy because I respect that, and that's the first part of it. You're gonna have to respect that and not abuse that. And
That part, sir, can you just stay right there?
Yeah.
if you
Can you just
Yeah.
can you just talk about what that looked like when
If-
somebody abuses a woman that is financially independent or has her own?
That hold the text right there.
Please. Okay.
Well, it's easy, like I said, for me, because I know the history. I know that story. And that's what you have to do. You have to know that person or get to know that person. Not just, like they say, want to do that.
Okay.
And if you get to know that person and you know their story, then you respect how they got to where they are.
Yeah.
So can that make a man lazy when a woman has her own and really don't ask you for much?
To be honest, to answer that question, it has to be a man first. A man is not gonna be lazy. He gonna keep doing what he doing.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
keep making his money.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. So
A
not
man
even,
will.
not even with that, with even assisting her or helping her at all. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Like when she have her
He-
own, this is for you guys.
You keep paying what you supposed to
Yeah.
pay.
I'm talking about son syndrome is what we going through right now. And those are the ones that make us have to do this differentiation that he just did right now. Like, you know,
Okay,
that's
so-
the son
If
syndrome. I
you-
understand. Son syndromes need gas money.
Oh Lord.
You're right. So to say, just to answer that question also, if a woman has her own, that just shows me that she's responsible. And like
Okay.
Clarence just said, you know, just keep doing what you were doing before I met you, right?
Okay.
That part right there. So that does not bother me,
Okay.
right? The son syndrome, I don't
You know nothing about that?
I don't know nothing about
And that's
that.
amazing.
I probably had
That's
the
a blessing.
daughter syndrome, but you know what I'm saying?
Now, men can have daughter syndrome. Men,
Yeah,
men
because
can have daughter syndrome.
and change.
He is. This is
Right.
This is
Now,
Jesus
like
himself.
everybody, now I'm gonna tell you something special.
We're wrapping them
about,
up.
Everybody at this table, Clarence, you knew me through my through situations,
Yo,
right?
seven.
And I was
Exactly.
very, very transparent. Always
Very,
have been.
yes,
Cute.
very humble.
Too.
Yes, sir.
Very humble.
Fifi been my dating coach, and she's like, "Look, you ain't never. I'm gonna
Don't
be your
tell people
sister."
that.
She was like, "Look, Fifi was like, you ain't never had a big sister like
Yeah, you
me."
ain't had one of
And she
these. I'm about to
started
tell
breaking
you.
some stuff down, right? And I said, "Oh, really? Right?
Keep it
So,
100.
Dating for me, just the way I look at it, being poured into is very easy now because I'm no longer complicating it with my need to be a husband, because what I seen when I grew up in my neighborhood was a need to be a husband because that was the culture, right? So I didn't see people dating. I had 5 sisters, so you wouldn't bring guys around, right? My mom wasn't having that,
Right.
And you just did not see it on the block. So most people don't even know what dating looks like. You pop up and be like, "This is my fiance, this is my boo, we about to get married," right? So what?
Or you
happened to
pregnant one?
That part right there, right?
I feel like we need to stop getting into situations where we want to change people. You automatically come to the door like, "Oh, I can do this and that and change this and
Absolutely.
that." What if the person never changes?
And
What
that's
if
part
that
right
change
there.
is so temporary because
That's the
It's
biggest
pressure.
problem right now.
I was just telling
That's
somebody,
the
no,
biggest
stay
problem
your
right
sex.
now. People
Stay
want
the
to
way that
change
you
each
are.
other.
Yes.
No,
you said people want to change
want
each
to
other?
change each other.
Women
No,
always
don't
coming
change.
in with ingredients
A
to
list.
cook their potential. Fuck that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So just to bake on that one, I would say
They always trying to cook potential.
I would say stay who
He know
you
I
are.
ain't lying.
I would say
You
stay
say
who
the
you
cook
are.
potential.
Okay.
I would say please stay who you are, because it's very hard for a person to stay in character.
Googling.
Yeah, I think it's
You're
very.
talking about getting back to themselves once they switch and
One
change.
second, Clarence. I think it's very hard for a person to stay in character for that long, right? So what happens is later on down the line, you hear things like, "You changed on me. You switched up."
Oh, yeah,
when you
for
were
sure.
never you, right?
Yeah.
So let's just recap this real quick, because I see the time.
Yeah, we got
Let's
7
be
minutes.
up with this thing. If you guys been watching, around this table, everyone has their own perspective of dating. Now, one thing we can agree on at this table is discussion has to be made after a while up front. And you know, you've been dating somebody for 5 months, 3 months, whatever the case
Been doing
may
it for
be,
2.
right? Right. So now you have to say, basically, what are we doing here and where we going? Right.
mean-
So the only thing is stay
Yeah.
who you are, but once you start dating somebody and you really start getting in serious, now that's just
Make
when,
your intentions known.
and then the respect part comes in, right? Now, I don't know, we're going to have a part 2 of this, because I
It's
didn't
definitely
even
gonna
get
have to be
into
a part 2 because we ain't even
Y'all
got
play
to
too
half
much.
of this.
Y'all play too much. So,
Listen, we have to be serious about our no-goes.
Yeah.
People be serious about your no-goes. You don't
what's
have
after
to.
boundaries?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
you
don't have
gotta
to have
have
a whole
those.
list of stuff. But if you know that you're not patient, you're not kind with kids. If you know that this is not what you want, don't date a person with kids just thinking like, "Oh, I like them." No,
It's not gonna work.
It's not
They
gonna
come
work.
with the children.
They sure do.
The children don't leave.
Lord.
So
They don't leave.
just be serious
I run.
Yeah, 'cause
with your no-go.
kids are downstairs while y'all upstairs. They're not going nowhere, people.
Yes, I be
But
running.
that don't happen all
And
the
sometimes they
time.
won't even cat their ass upstairs.
That don't happen all the
Well,
time.
that's a very valid point.
They got to go with y'all.
Now, if you way past grown, most ladies have children. I've not. I don't think I know anyone who. Very few, other than you, Fee, that
You don't have
do
any?
not
No.
have children, right? And you're still now you're a 1%er too, right?
Yeah, that's on purpose.
So men may have a hard time because I know how you are in your business life. Like, well, wow, you a whole 1% prize, but they still don't know how to deal with you because you're not bringing that. So you're probably looking for a lot more substance, right? Because it's no distractions in your life.
I
Right.
say, ask your
I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
they're probably used to the distractions.
So they could do some more. And I catch everything. You right.
You do.
It do make it hard.
People need to ask themselves
Yeah.
a flat out question: do you even want to date?
I had all brothers.
Do you even want to be with somebody? Because some people just passing time and it's unfair.
Yes, I agree.
You're wasting people's time. If you don't have a plan, you're wasting people's time.
I also feel like it's a waste of time
Think
to be
about
with
that.
somebody if you don't believe in them.
Absolutely.
First and foremost, I think.
Believe in them like
Definitely a waste
what?
of
I mean, period. Like I would like the person that I'm with. They believe. I wouldn't give a damn if I was aspiring to make a new
Okay,
brand of
you're
lemons.
talking about
You know what
support.
I mean? Like just believe in me
Yeah.
and what I'm doing and
Oh,
me
yeah,
as a
for sure.
person to
That
like
matters.
me as a person. Like
That
you know what I'm
matters.
saying? And I think that a lot of women get with men off situations and not because they like them. You
That's
know,
true.
and I mean
I
vice
think that's
versa.
both.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
But a lot of times we do that because of course women are looking for protection. Men are looking for respect and validation for the most part. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we looking for somebody
Facts.
to protect and provide and take care of us. You know, so it don't matter. Like we take
2%,
the other things that's gonna take you longer in your relationship as fluff. We look at that stuff
Yeah.
to me as fluff, like liking that person, and you could just stop right there. You know what I mean? Like women be with men for years, or just for for a long time,
Yeah.
or just deal with things with them for a long time, and you never even liked them. You like the package that they came in, the
That
plastic
part.
that they came
Not
pulling out
the
of,
person
but
that
you
they
did not
are.
like that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
it's like
important.
you been knew that though, and you went with it because you was going with
And
the
it's not
package.
fair. It's not
Yeah.
fair to them. It's not fair to you. It's wasting time.
It is.
It's
It really
wasting
is.
time.
We don't have.
It really
We
is.
don't have time to waste. I feel like if you need to be intentional, you need to know what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand if you're in a season where you can even date. Are you emotionally available? Are you available at all mentally?
Yeah.
Do you need to go
Absolutely.
see a therapist before you start bringing people into your space?
Absolutely.
All of this stuff needs to be the ground rule before you bring a person into your life. We have to be more responsible with other people's time, with their hearts, with their minds.
Yeah.
Like you can get in somebody's mind and change their whole trajectory.
Everything. Yeah,
So
everything.
you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. So with the last 4 minutes we have, I want to talk about a few just rules. If you think about, I was just sitting here thinking about like some of the things that we do as a whole, from my perspective, from what I see. Getting excited about the potential of a person, and again, like Fee said, not getting to know them. You have to get to know a person, what they like, what they don't like, their colors, what rubs them the wrong way, their triggers. We need to get more down deep and stay off the surface with this thing, because you can understand a person even better.
Can I continue to be loving with them after they do what I really don't like about them?
Because you have to still show that love. But then,
Absolutely.
if you just look at that, oh, they nice, oh, they got this, or they got a 401k, or they got a package, or they got money, or but can you, if nothing else working, can you sit with this person? Can you talk with this person?
Absolutely.
Can you laugh with this
Absolutely.
person? So we need to really, really look at people different. Get off the surface.
Can you keep
It is
them
not-
standing?
It's not helpful at all.
Yeah.
So
All right, ladies.
give enough time to have those hard conversations. I don't feel like we're having them enough. People, like, soon as you bring up a conversation, something is deep, they pull back. And I understand that you wanna take your time, but when people are asking these questions off the bat, that means they're moving with intentionality, and you have to respect that. You gotta respect when somebody like, so, what do you want? What do you want to see in the future? I think I seen a meme about that, and they like, hey, what do you want? 2 dogs, house, a car, a kids. Sometimes you gotta be like that, and then you go into the smooth flow of things after you say, okay, I can ride with this person. But they may tell you something that you don't want to fool with.
Yeah.
But you got to give that person an opportunity to make that choice. When people try to drag stuff along and like, I might not be the one for them, but I'm going to ride this until the wheels fall off. Stop doing that.
You just gave me something.
Wasting people. Yeah, take it.
You just gave me something.
Take it.
Absolutely.
I was just thinking, like, when you looking at dating or like going to that next level with a with a person or something, you kind of want to take a period, and that's the summary of y'all continuation. You know what I mean? Those questions that you was just asking.
Yeah.
That's basically, like when you flip over the back of a movie thing or something or whatever, and it just give you
a
like the
little summary.
extreme summary
Yeah.
of what it is. And those questions basically, because you're gonna have that little period, like when you first start talking to a person, like probably the first month or 2 or something like that or whatever, you have that crash course summary of what the expectation is with that person.
And then
To me, that's
you got to exercise exactly what y'all
and
talking
then
about.
after that, moving forward, now we expounding on all those questions and all those short, intense conversations that we had.
And we need to have it. Be upfront about what you want.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
With this last minute,
That's
again,
dope.
I want to thank you guys so much for joining. Be intentional about what you want. Stop playing these games. You want a friend, you want a partner, You just want somebody to kick it with. You want a movie partner. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Because if it's
Stimulus
not what you're flowing with, stop.
Just a cut buddy.
Stop wasting people's time. Being honest is important in any situation.
Absolutely.
Leave. If you're not being honest, just don't waste nobody's time. I want to thank you guys so much for joining again. We got this 1 minute. And don't bring up your ex, okay?
I
I'm
wanna
sick
know
of it.
no